I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing it. Lou Valentino, this is your fault, brother. If you look on the title, we are supposed to talk about this. We are supposed to talk about this, all right? And that's, see, I brought up, somebody said something about LeBron. Somebody said something about LeBron James, and then next thing you know, I start taking up for LeBron James, and everybody keep on talking about Michael Jordan, the GOAT, Larry Bird, the GOAT, Kobe, the GOAT. Who we sound like? Soon somebody bring up LeBron James, who we sound like? Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. What is going on with them? What is going on with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe? This has been festering for a long time. I'm sure some of y'all have seen it. I don't know if y'all watched their basketball show at all, but let me tell you something. Those brothers used to get along so well, man. Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless, that was my favorite show to go to. Like after the weekends, on a Monday, I go to check it out. No new show. I get pissed. I'm like, whoa, man, God dang it. I want to see a show from Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. Those are the guys that I like listening to because they seem like they enjoyed one another's company. They bounced off each other with ideas, you know what I mean? They throwing jabs at each other. LeBron James will have the best game of his life. And what does Skip Bayless do? He bring up Michael Jeffrey Jordan and talk about, don't mention LeBron when Michael Jeffrey Jordan was this. And Michael Jeffrey Jordan got 6 rings and LeBron only got 4. And one of them got an asterisk beside it because of the bubble. Call him Bubble Boy and blah, blah, blah. And listen. It happens all the time. And this just now happened inside my stream from simply talking about LeBron James. Now, a lot of people, I'm going to tell y'all again. I told people inside my stream already. I and my son, we really like LeBron James. Not for his political views, because I don't care about that. He don't make any laws. He don't affect our lives in any way, shape, or form, okay? Strictly his basketball, strictly how he is as a father. I absolutely love it. I look at him as one of the hardest working players in the NBA right now. You can call him Lil Baby, Lil Crybaby, Lil Boo Boo, whatever you want to call him. That still does not take away the fact that he's the oldest guy in the NBA right now, busting these young boys' ASS's. But the way that Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless used to go back and forth with each other, it was absolutely beautiful. And then something dropped. They started going too hard. And I think Skip Bayless hurt Shannon Sharpe's feelings one time.
Yeah, that's just, you have no objectivity. It's just straight Brady hate. Wait a minute. This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he is still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
That's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No.
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you. Skip, what did I got to see what you do?
Like, it got nasty. It got nasty. But then that right there sprinkled out. And now we're here. Now, y'all know about the young man that who I guess he was and his name is DeMar. Thoughts and prayers to him and his family. I hate to say thoughts and prayers, but I wish that's like the fastest way I can say what's really on my mind and my heart, that I actually do have good thoughts and hopeful thoughts for him and his recovery. And I pray to God that he is healed 100%. You know what I mean? Anybody in that sport, because that sport is, let me tell you something. You're going to see, that's why they go to the gym every single day. First of all, being in the NFL is not healthy for anybody. I don't care who you are. They try to build tanks out of people. All right. That's first and foremost. They are trying to build tanks out of people. Y'all are not Billy Goats. Y'all are not Rams. Y'all just running into each other all the daggone time. Boom, boom, boom. All these injuries all the time. They're expected, all these injuries all the time. Youngins that want to be NFL players, that want to play in college and want to play in high school, they get seriously injured when they just kids, just teenagers. So what happened to him did not look like it was going to really take him up out of here on the floor. It didn't look like it was going to make him collapse.
Not what any of us want to see, and everybody's around him, and let's hope that he's going to be okay.
So we'll take another break.
Thank God to the NFL and all of the staff who got to him in record time and took care of him. Shout out to y'all. So Skip Bayless said something on the lines like, this was an important game. I understand that he got injured like that, but this game is, with it being canceled, or taken away or just stopped, how's the rest of the year look? Like, this was going to be a pivotal game to some players out there. So I guess it seemed like Skip Bayless was seeming a little insensitive. And with Shannon Sharpe playing football and having some of his best friends and best days coming from football, he has more of a heart for football players. And he's like, yo, what? I'd rather you talk about his recovery and everything than talk about the game not being, stopping the game. We should continue with the game. He thought that was extremely insensitive. And then Skip posted something to tweet, and Shannon Sharpe and him, they just went back and forth. They was really yelling at each other, man. And then Shannon came back and was about to give a real long monologue, just, I guess, setting everything straight. And then he got to a point where he said something about getting an apology from Skip Bayless for the tweet that he posted. And he wasn't done with his monologue yet. So there was a video out here that I did see that I wanted to show y'all about this.
Good morning. Yes.
Good morning.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation.
Oh, that's another thing. Sorry, I did not mention that. I failed to mention that. Skip Bayless never takes off of work. He never misses a show. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe never misses a show. But he ended up skipping work one of those days. So now people are starting to whisper, thinking that he about to be up out of here. He about to leave. Because this dude don't ever skip work. And Shannon was like, man, I'm taking a day off. So here's his monologue. My bad.
A conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Damar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear. But I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
Well, I thought,
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up this.
No, I was just going to say, Skip, I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where Damar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No.
You hear that, right? Now, that part right there is the part. He said, I was under the understanding that you was not going to bring that up. So he's saying it almost as if they had a meeting before they came out there. Like, look, they met with their guys, their managers, their representation, the front office. They've met with them, and they said, look, we just won't bring it up. All right, I want him to remove it. He probably asked the man-to-man, look, I want you to remove it, and blah, blah, blah. And he was just bringing this up in his monologue again. And Skip clearly has an issue with it. Like, bruh, you weren't supposed to bring this back up. So what's going on?
Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly, somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
Now, did you hear that? He said, and Shannon Sharpe told him, clearly the bosses wanted you to offer an explanation. He said clearly. Now, Shannon Sharpe said the bosses, the people in the office that hire you and me, that pay us handsomely, they told you to address this today on the show. And Skip was like, it wasn't clear to me. I didn't hear that. That's what you heard. I didn't hear that.
Thoughts and prayers remain with Damar Hamlin.
That's where the focus should have been, and not on the football game. Yes, let's go, Jen. Thank you.
Wow, he said, now that's what you hear what's happening, right? Now, it's not done yet.
as he continues his fight. All right, gentlemen, let's jump into our first topic. Let's talk a little NBA. The Lakers lost in Miami a week ago by 14 points and fell to 14-21, tied for their season worst record. Shannon, do you expect LeBron to lead the Lakers to a big win this time?
I do expect him to, but because I don't expect them to have 26 turnovers. 26 turnovers that led to 31 points the last time they played.
See, don't start that mess. Don't start it. Now, I did not even know. I didn't even know. See, that's what y'all get. Y'all want to come in here talking about how trash LeBron James is, and I didn't even know that they was going to be talking about him. I didn't know they was going to be talking about him, but what did they say? What did they, somebody please tell me, what they say? What did the 37-year-old have, huh?
I think LeBron is in a tremendous rhythm. He's playing outstanding basketball, 40-point games and back-to-back games. He's the de facto leader of this team. And without Anthony Davis, he's taken more of a scoring load. He's taken more. He's always been the leader. But I think the thing is for him is that he's in such a great rhythm, and he realized, like, look, guys, maybe I need to. Now,
Skip is heated. I don't know if y'all can see this, but Skip is heated, okay? Y'all need to understand that. Like, oh, my gracious. Yeah.
Offense, they let Austin Reeves take some of the bring the ball up. They're taking the ball out of LeBron's hand a lot more than what they normally would because they realize him bringing the ball up every single time, him trying to make plays.
Skip is over there listening like, man, I swear I want to daggone bust you in your mouth. That Skip is over there looking like, bruh, you just don't know, man. If you wasn't that big.
Like I said, are they a top 2 or 3 seed? But I still believe they could, if Anthony Davis.
Shannon Sharpe sound like he one of the daggone assistant coaches on the Lakers, bruh. You just now said that they are on their worst record. How come you can't talk about that? Now I understand, bruh. LeBron is your guy. LeBron my guy too. But if I'm on a show, I ain't talking about his damn status. His stats. I'm not talking about that. Like, LeBron could get 60, but guess what? I'm going to talk about that for probably like 15 seconds of my 2-minute rant because that's all it deserves. If he can't get in that locker room and lead these guys to a better daggone record, he can't be compared to Michael Jordan. He cannot. And I am a LeBron fan. I don't pay attention, nor do I care about his political views. I think people need to stop doing that, but, do what you do. That's just me. That's just what I do. You know what I mean? I love basketball. But at the end of the day, hold him accountable, man. You need to hold him accountable.
Can come back, mid-January, maybe early February, and LeBron James can still play at this level, and we get guys contributing, I think the Lakers can get to the play-in, and then when they get to the play-in and have Anthony Davis, I think they're going to be a very, very scary team.
Okay, so we have come full circle in 1 week from this team feeling like it hit bottom at Miami.
Yes.
Falling to 14-21, which was their worst record of the year. At that point, tied for the worst. And now you have a chance in your second shot at Miami.
Yes.
A team that Darvin Ham greatly admires the mindset of. He talked.
Don't send me no 3-piece shirt. I'm gonna take it out back and burn it like it's a pair of Balenciagas. You send me that 3-piece shirt, I'm gonna take it out back and I'm burning it, man, like it's some Balenciagas.
After the game, I love their approach to basketball. I love their defensive attitude.
Yes, their defensive first team.
They're hard-nosed. They play hard basketball every night.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have a shot at home, and I thought it would be closer to a picket game, but the odds makers still don't trust your team enough.
Let me just say this. I have to say this because I started out talking about them and talking about how they have fallen away from the relationship they have. But this right here almost make it seem like it's like WWF or WWE, like they planned it. Like, let's do something that really rouse up the fans and stuff. Because I don't believe anything I see first sight. I don't. I believe half of what I see, none of what I hear, not until I see it with my own eyes or after I do a whole heap of research. All right? That's when I believe it. So, but the reason why I say this is because these guys are acting like ultimate professionals right now. They are ultimate professionals. They are not breaking eye contact. They're giving enthusiasm to their side of the argument. That takes, listen, if your heart is really in it and you're super pissed off at somebody, would you be able to do that? You might be an ultimate professional just like them. I don't know, but it's like they cut it on, then they cut it off, then they cut it on, then they cut it off. That right there is seeming real WWE to me. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
His body looks sensational to me. His body looks as great as it's ever looked. He looks like he's down a few pounds from last year, which is a great thing.
Listen, man, Skip Bayless is spending a whole lot of time talking about LeBron James's body. His body look phenomenal to me. I mean, he looking sexy as a mug. I mean, I was looking at his glutes last night. Did you see his glutes? His glutes were amazing. I didn't see his glutes look like that since he was at Cleveland. You know, he got Cleveland glutes. Did you see his glutes? Hold on, back that up, Jenny. Back that up. Back that up just a little bit, man. Just right there, Jenny. Right before he dunked the ball. You see that? Like, Skip, you sound like a fan, brother. You sound like a daggone fan.
What did I say? I felt he had something going on lower body wise.
Well, maybe.
And if you notice, Skip, since whatever it was, he had the groin issue. Since he's been back from that groin issue, Skip, since December 11th, he's averaging 35 on 58% shooting. Mm-hmm. So this is almost a month, and we've seen LeBron James look like LeBron James of 28, not 38.
Okay.
But even though 38 might be the new 28.
Okay, well, it might be because he's playing 28.
Right.
Heck, he's playing 22.
Okay, it seemed like Skip is being a little too nice to LeBron James. Is it just me? I think Skip is a little pissed right now. He's trying to be positive. This right here tells me Skip he's tapped into. I'm trying to be positive, man. Look, I'm zen, and he's saying all the things he can possibly say that will keep him on that positive track. And Shannon is reciprocating, and they're going back and forth trying to be positive. As you can see right now, Shannon is smiling, and you know, I don't know what it is. They could very well hate each other's guts, come in there and cuss each other out. F you, F you. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Skip and Shannon show. We come to, like, I don't know, they might be the ultimate professionals. I agree, Lisa Marie. I agree. I think he's overcompensating right now. And that's what it seems like. He said, yeah, that's a lot of broadcasters who hate each other. Keep him calm. He's manipulating. Shannon gets worked up easily. He does. He's sensitive. Shannon Sharpe is a little sensitive to be that big, man. Skip about to drop the bomb.